What's happening, everybody? So in this video we're going to talk about the perfect training split for busy dads who want to get in shape as quick as possible, are short on time, want to build as much muscle as fast as possible. The thing is, as a dad, the one thing that you're going to be really short on is time. And I think this is one of the biggest reasons why dads don't stick to going to the gym or trying to work on themselves, because they are very limited on time. You're working a lot, and when you're not working, you have to be with the kids and the family. So where do you find the time to work on yourself? So here's the thing with it. You don't need lots of time. You don't need as much time as you think to be able to get in good shape. That's all relative to what expectations you set on yourself. I think one of the problems a lot of people have is, maybe as a man you used to play a lot of sport when you were younger, or you was in pretty good shape, or maybe you found it easy to stay in good shape because without even realising you were really active and into a lot of sort of sporty stuff, and you just didn't really stop, so you actually found it incredibly easy to be in shape. Then what happens is, like, when you're over 30, you kind of think, well, being in shape, I want to be how I was when I was in the best shape of my life, which is when you were like 21. Maybe you were at university, maybe you were playing lots of sports at the time. You probably didn't have kids, you probably didn't have a stressful job, maybe you still lived at home, didn't have lots of responsibilities. So there's no point in comparing what in shape is for you now to what in shape used to look like all those years ago. In shape for you now should just be focusing more on being fit and healthy, being mobile and able, not getting backache and back pain every time you try and pick one of the kids up, and just feeling happy enough with what you see in the mirror. So here's an example of the 3 splits that I would recommend if you as a dad that's short on time, you want to build muscle as fast as possible, but you don't want to spend hours and hours in the gym because you've got other responsibilities and you want to spend time with your family. So all of these are going to be focusing on 3 workouts a week, kind of like every other day. And in terms of the amount of time you have, that could be anywhere between 20 minutes to 60 minutes. Number 1 is push, pull, legs. So you're hitting all of your pushing exercises, all of your pulling exercises, and then your legs on 3 separate days. Plenty of time to recover, but you're able to kind of go pretty intense on each of those body parts. Another example is maybe going upper, lower, upper, because we know that a lot of men like to try and neglect their legs. So you might want to build more of that upper body muscle, because that's the thing that you see the most difference with when you're looking in the mirror and going to be the most happy about when you're on the beach. But if you wanted to focus more on building your legs, you could do lower, upper, lower. Then the other example is full body. Full body on each day, so hitting every single muscle group 3 times a week on each day. Now this is a great example if you're a complete beginner to resistance training, because you're going to see a lot of improvement straight away. After a period of time, you might find that you might be better off then splitting things up and working a little bit more on each individual muscle group so you can do more volume per workout. So you might start off with 3 full body workouts, then you might move on to upper, lower, upper, then you might find that you need to move on to push, pull, legs. Now this is kind of the non-negotiable minimum of 3 workouts a week. Now, if you was only able to commit 20 minutes per day to each of these things, that's 60 minutes a week. If you could do 60-minute sessions, 3 hours a week, it's really not that much amount of time out of your week, but this is enough stimulus for you to see significant change within your body. Pair that workout program with the right kind of diet and you're going to see significant changes. You don't need to find tons and tons of extra time. Simply committing to a training split like that is going to give you the improvements to your physique that you're after. The other thing as well is you don't necessarily have to go down the gym for those 3 workouts. You could do them at home. Invest in some simple equipment like some dumbbells and some resistance bands, and you can do some great workouts at home. The good thing about that as well is that you can do it while you're watching the kids, you can do it around the kids, and what is awesome is if the kids see you doing these things, chances are they're going to want to get involved, and if they see it as a normal thing as they're growing up, then they're more likely to be doing exercise when they're older, because they saw it as a normality throughout their childhood. It's like anything really, you know, if you grew up around parents that always smoked and always drunk, the higher chance that you're going to be a smoker and a drinker. The same with this stuff. If they grow up around parents that are always exercising, setting the right examples, then they're more likely to want to do that as well. Is this the only way that you can get in shape as a busy dad? No, not really. There's many other ways, but this is the way that I use with my clients, and it seems to work quite well. The main thing really is making sure that whatever way you choose, you're consistent with it. And if you're consistent enough, you might actually find that your love life starts to return within your marriage, because you actually feel pretty confident with your shirt off. If you found this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Comment below if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next one.